you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Hi guys, my name is Nyake and I'm so glad to have you guys here. Welcome to the July spread. So grab your pens, your tea, your drinks, your bullet journals, and let's sit down and set up for our month of July. Now, before I do that, I wanted to plug the store that gave me this comfortable loungewear, which is Malazi store, which is an upcoming store, but the chick who runs it is really nice, so I felt like I should mention her here. So this is a little suit that I'm gonna put here that is absolutely comfortable, almost not there, but absolutely comfortable to lounge around in the house as you do your work and, as you said, your bullet journal. So that's why. Okay, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe in the subscription button below. A lot of people who watch my videos are actually not subscribed, and because I have a really small family, I see that, and it has such a big impact in how my videos are viewed. So if you'd like to help me out in that regard, then please be sure to subscribe, because it does help me a lot. All right. Also, if you are not very artsy, or you're not part of the fam that is taking the bullet journals to go design the July spread with me, that's fine, because I got a downloadable spread for you guys to be able to use along with us, and you can also add your little itty bitsy pieces of modification and personalize it to your liking. I usually do those little coloring, lettering, personalizing videos on my channel, so you need on my Instagram rather. So the link is down here below, and you need to go check those out, and be sure to check the link in the description bar to be able to get your spread for July. Anyway, so guys, let's get into the video. So let's settle in, guys, to the July theme. This month was a little bit weird because I started with a whole totally different theme in mind. If you want to know which theme that was, you'll have to watch the vlog that comes after this. But I got somewhere in the middle and I did not like how it turned out, so I decided to change it, and I went from the theme that I wanted to use to a light bulb theme. So the light bulb theme was kind of cool. As I was frustrated and I was trying to get a new theme, I came across this on Pinterest and I really liked how it was, which was also very coincidental with a little bit of some architectural work that I've been doing, and so I felt like the two just merged in my lifestyle pretty well, and also because light bulbs usually represent ideas. So I started by just writing a simple July on my cover page as usual, and this time I just decided to remind myself that it is the chapter 7 of 12 and we're literally halfway, and I need to figure out some things that I haven't figured out already. So I went in with yellow as well, just as a drop shadow, and I included the lights as well, just hanging pendant lights, because they make me really happy as the theme. Then I went to my quote page. This time the quote really means a lot to me, and that's because initially I had a very meh quote that I had already done, actually, that of course you're gonna see in the vlog, and when my theme just fell right flat on my face, I was really frustrated, and I was just looking through Instagram and I saw Amanda doing a little puzzle piece for sale, and the words on that puzzle piece were "be kind to yourself," and I really felt that, like, I felt like I hold myself, and B keeps telling me I really push myself so hard, and I'm not really kind to myself enough when I make mistakes, and I was really beating up myself. So I just needed to remind myself through the whole of this month to really be kind to myself. Then the next page, of course, is the July highlights page. That's where I get to see my whole month, my calendar month in a summary form, I guess, and it also helps me to plan for content and yeah, so all that kind of good stuff. So I just went for a very, very simple calendar like I've been doing for the past God knows how long, and I just decided to spice it up with some drop shadow. So initially what I had wanted to do, this is a spread that I had done earlier. I had wanted to introduce some scrap items into the spread, and this I managed to incorporate really well. I just put some black sugar paper in there and wrote with a white marker because I really, really enjoy that. Then as usual again, I included my growth tracker just right there because it does really help me put a lot of things to perspective, and just a really quick statement of monthly statement of focus on the side as well. And I finished it off with the hanging lights, and I just continued with the yellow theme and some, I just zhuzhed up with a little bit of orange, but it was mostly just my yellow theme.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. Where
Then next we have my mood tracker, and for this month's mood I decided to go with the 4 moods that I went with last month. I think the 4 5, yeah, but I did put 4 spaces: the happy, the sad, and the meh, and literally excited. So that's what I'm going with this month. I decided to continue with my hanging pendant light theme, just different bulbs and different light bulbs that, and I added also some little hanging lights as well.
Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
So for the habit tracker, I went with my 12 habits as I started doing, and I just literally lifted every single habit from last month because I feel like it really, really served me. I had a little bit of doubts about the class habit, but I feel like these habits really, really served me. As usual, as you've seen, I usually just put little hearts or little markers to show every time I do a habit, and I finished it off with my lights as usual. The title, I liked how I did, I introduced elements of shadow to give it a 3D effect, and I really liked how it turned out. is my July goals. It's something I've been doing for 3 months now, just putting personal goals for every month, for just that particular month. And I went in again with the 3 categories that are personal and my relationship goals and my career goals, and I did just continue going in with the pendant lights and the general decoration, and I really like how it did. And so this time, instead of just putting like a drop shadow that was shaded, I just put a highlighted drop shadow, and I think it looks very minimal and very nice. So this month I didn't have a things I want to do before the month ends spread, but instead I replaced it with a gratitude log, because I included this in the June downloadable spreadsheet on justake.com, and I wanted to also show you guys how you can use this in your own journal as well. I feel like it's a really important spread to have, and it just reminds you to really be grateful from the bottom of your heart for things that are happening to you at any given time. And so I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be using this one, and just to give you an idea of how to do it. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because that's where I share the little daily page tips for the journal. The next is my brain dump page, where I get to write all my ideas in their raw form. So it's basically usually just a blank page that I fill in with my stuff, practice my lettering if I want to. And this time I also just went in with a little big bulb to signify the ideas, and the pendant lights again, and just wrote a big brain dump. Then for the weekly spread this month, I decided to make it super simple. In fact, I really just wanted it to be super simple. I don't remember the last time this was simple. I think it's back in February, and I hadn't really shown you guys how I did it in February. I barely did it anyway, but it's a very super simple weekly spread. I did write the days of the week up there, all spread out through 2 of my pages, and ended up with the Saturday and Sunday to share half and half, because usually I noticed I don't really have so many events and things planned out for those days, and a little note place here. And basically that's how my July spread is. I wanted to make it simple. That was the idea from the beginning, but I also just want to have fun with different media, different colors, and I wanted to make it again just to tone it down from June, which is a lot, to make it something really simple that I can get done in a short time, just because there are a couple of things I also have to do. So here's a quick flip through, and thank you. Here's a quick flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed designing it with me.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for designing with me, and thank you for watching this video. It makes me so happy when you guys interact and love and share my content. So if you can help me in any one of those 3 regards, I'll be really more than grateful if you do that. And if you design your bullet journal your July spread. I'd like to see what you guys are doing for your July spreads as well. And if you do something nice and fancy, lettering, anything bullet journal related, you can always tag me on my Instagram, because I'm usually so excited to see what some of your creations are. Also, your creations do inspire me to create better videos, and I could draw some inspiration from you guys for future spreads. So be sure to tag me on JustHerKE on Instagram, because that's where I hang out a lot. Anyway, for now, it's a bye from me, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.